We're at Snetterton this weekend for the Radical Challenge, and there's a new team on the grid. It is Newbridge Motorsport running a car for Mccrae, and the team is run by Richard Tovey.
We've been involved with Guillaume for the last 10 years. Guillaume has raced Porsche Cup GT3 cars with us and had a sabbatical for about 4 years and has recently come back to racing, and we've decided that Radical would be a great series for him to get back into racing and learn his craft again. So the car is brand new to us and Guillaume. We took delivery of the car on Friday and did a few miles testing on Friday with Guillaume. The guys from Radical have been fantastic, very, very supportive, and the whole grid seems to be a great place to be and for Guillaume to learn his craft racing again.
Race 2 here at Snetterton is a 20-minute sprint race. The grid is based on a driver's second best qualifying time, so it's Dominic Jackson and Jerome de Saint-Hilaire at the front. Marcus Clanton, the race 1 winner, starts third. Jack Constable for company ahead of Brian Cordwell and Spencer Bourne. Further back on the grid, Mccrae will go from the very last rank upon it, and others to look for to make progress include John Cordwell and Peter Brooks. Standing start this time around. The 20-minute sprint race then is about to get underway. Dominic Jackson on pole position, everybody blast away except for Spencer Bourne, who bogs down, and that rather delays those behind who try to find a way past him. The run now up towards Riches for the first time. Who's going to take the race lead? You're on board with Jerome de Saint-Hilaire, and it's not him. Slow start by de Saint-Hilaire. Dominic Jackson has the advantage. Round the outside goes Marcus Clanton. Jack Constable is up into second, or is he? Because round the outside tries to go Clanton, but no, Jack Constable just hangs onto the place now. Out of the Wilson hairpin they come then now, down towards turn 3. And this, round the outside is de Saint-Hilaire, outside of one, inside of another. He's gained 2 places, great move. Maybe a bit forceful getting up past Marcus Clanton's red car, but it's worked. Jerome de Saint-Hilaire goes through. So Dominic Jackson leads the way. No pit stops in this race, so it's purely about speed. You don't have to worry about success penalties in the pit stops. It's you and your right foot. And de Saint-Hilaire, having lost ground at the start, is now going after the race leader. So too, though, is Marcus Clanton, who fights back on the inside line, tries to get past de Saint-Hilaire, but he can't do it. This is Jerome de Saint-Hilaire's view, way up the curb on the outside of the old S's, into bomb hole now. The 360 racing car defending its second place, and that means that the race leader is getting away. Through they turn. Dominic Jackson will lead at the end of lap 1, and he's trying to build this margin over everybody else. Over the timing line they pour. They've actually got a bit stretched out on the first lap, but Dominic Jackson leads the pack there, second and third. Jerome de Saint-Hilaire ahead of Marcus Clanton, and hopefully Marcus will be back. Very much a one-off this weekend, but with a race win and a place gained on the inside here, he's looking very, very racy indeed. Clanton up to second, belying his lack of experience in these cars, so down to third. Slips Jerome de Saint-Hilaire, and he slips off the road now. Understeer, oversteer, and now lawnmowering his way back towards the circuit. He's sideways, he's lost 2 more places. Jerome de Saint-Hilaire will be furious with himself. He's got to regroup and try all over again, but where is that going to drop him to at the end of the race? Right now, de Saint-Hilaire is on the back of Jason Rishover there. Rishover spun out of the first endurance race of the weekend, and it means that de Saint-Hilaire has got work to do, no question about it. Through they turn, out of Brundle and Nelson. There is Brian Murphy going through. And so the next target for Jerome de Saint-Hilaire is to work his way through the midfielders and then get up with, of course, that leading gaggle once more. And he's got less time in this race to do it than he would in an endurance race, of course. 28 is Eliot Goodman. He sprints now up past pit in to the right, towards the timing line, and then down towards Riches. 14 goes through, John McLeod from 8th on the grid. Brian Murphy has dropped quite a long way back from him, and he's about to lose a place, is he not? Because Jerome de Saint-Hilaire, who started second, is right on his tail. Bourne turns through. Spencer Bourne in the black and purple car, inching his way to the inside line. There's a change behind as well, as there, through, under braking, goes 1-1-1. That's John Mccrae. Good move that, to wrestle the place away from Eliot Goodman. 66 in the meantime here. Brian Caldwell started 5th on the grid. Clips the curb as he comes through that left-hander. Quick check of the mirror. And where is Jerome de Sadelier getting to in his quest to gain places? He's on the back now of John McLeod, look. On board into Sadelier. Into the right of Bombhole. Through Coram they come. And Jerome de Sadelier crawling all over the back of the British driver ahead of him. Jerome de Sadelier then up towards the timing line. The man from Gstaad, the Swiss driver, past the pits and now perhaps lines up to make a move on the inside, going down towards Riches. Jerome de Sadelier, very much a late starter in racing. Only began age 28. Dives up the inside though here to gain a place. And that was uncompromising. There was just about enough room for a radical and he seized the opportunity. Jerome de Sadelier goes through. John McLeod drops back a place. Now this is where de Sadelier came to grief earlier. No problems this time. That's the race leader, Dominic Jackson. It's Marcus Clanton behind him. And the gap between them is down fractionally. Clanton is pushing hard. Onto Bentley Straight once more now. Down they come. And you can see the way that Clanton is inexorably gaining on the race leader. The gap is coming down and down and down. Through the left, through the right of the S's. Now towards Bombhole they turn. They sweep through Coram. And now set the car up for the last left-hander. Up towards the timing line they come. Jackson, as ever, using lots of road, bit of curb, and battles lower down here include Jason Rishover, who is coming under attack. Right on his tail is Eliot Goodman, who thinks about the inside line at Coram, but he can't find a way through. Rishover, though, fell out of race 1. Is he going to crack under the pressure if lots of it is applied by Goodman? Let's see. Up towards the timing line they come now. Through they go, and good battles are going on behind them as well. So Jason Rishover leading this battle pack, turns into Riches. Rishover for 360 Racing just has the advantage. The RAW Motorsports car of Eliot Goodman tucked up behind him. He's about, what, a length back, and he can't yet find a way by. In 1-1-1 is John Mccrae, the man from Chipping Ongar. Another of the Valour Racing entries goes through, and Jason Rishover here is hanging on to his place, but he's rather becoming the cork in the bottle because look at the line that's growing behind him. Through Bombhole they turn, as up front Dominic Jackson is still vying for the race lead with Marcus Clanton. There's Rishover through Coram, a wider line. Eliot Goodman, tighter line, quicker line, and he's closer as they come through the last left up towards the timing line. So closing all the while is Eliot Goodman, and now the move comes. He goes to the outside line. Past the pits they run, almost together. But Jason Rishover has got the pace in a straight line. Goodman again has a look on the inside this time, still can't do it. Good defence by Jason Rishover, positioning the car exactly where it needs to be to keep Eliot Goodman at bay. Once more, brake hard, turn into the right-hander of Wilson. There are more arguments going on lower down the order. Spencer Bourne is the one that gets run out wide and spins. Loses it, loops it across the road. Oh, so nearly wiped out John Caldwell. And there, back on track goes Spencer Bourne, but he'll be very annoyed with himself about that, as there is Marcus Clanton going through. The race 1 winner on his own now, as there, Goodman this time makes the move around the outside of Rishover, coming through Coram. Job done. Excellent bit of driving that. So Eliot Goodman makes the move stick. That puts him ahead of Jason Rishover, up into 6th place. Through they turn. Now behind them, look, is the charging Owen Goodmanson, number 7, the Icelandic driver running in the battles here. Through they turn. John Caldwell in the thick of this battle as well. Now Marcus Clanton leads the way. Dominic Jackson's car stranded trackside mid-race. So Marcus Clanton's going to make it 2 out of 2. Race leader powering his way up towards the checkered flag. What a debut in the Radical Challenge for him. Marcus Clanton wins race 2, the sprint race here at Snetterton, and he's a long way clear of Jack Constable, who is on target for 2nd place. Now there, look, number 10, John Caldwell, he's got himself onto the back of Jason Rishover now, but is there going to be another place to be gained before the end? I don't think there is. It's not looking likely, but let's see. To the timing line they turn. Jason Rishover is going to hang on to 7th. That means John Caldwell is set for 8th, and it's Peter Brooks behind them in 9th place as the checkered flag is waved. So Marcus Clanton wins race 2 here at Snetterton from Jack Constable, with Jérôme de Sadelaer up to 3rd after his earlier grass tracking. John McLeod 4th from Brian Murphy, and Eliot Goodman rounds out the top 6. Big disappointment though for Dominic Jackson. He was leading and he ends up as the one and only retirement in this 2nd race of the weekend. But there's another race, another endurance race still to come. So Marcus Clanton is on the top step of the podium once again.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day. I couldn't have asked for much more. I came here hoping to get a couple of podiums, not be on the top step twice.
Yeah, really good, really difficult kind of start today, with obviously having a bit of a incident in the first race, but yeah, ended up where we wanted, and yeah, really happy.
Yeah, I got a lot of wheel spin off the line, which put me down to 5th. Turn 3, I managed to pip 2 spots to be behind Dom. And then, I don't know, I made a mistake going the 2nd lap in turn 3 and went wide onto the grass, lost a few spots. And yeah, I tried to climb my way back. Dom came off. I made 1 overtake, so still on the podium. I think I'm in the championship lead now, which is a good place to be right now.